the whole idea of anticipation is actually chemicals in your brain. It's almost, the trip is almost always better looking forward to it than it actually is. So if you can put some of these things on the calendar and generate this dopamine that, on Friday I've got this concert, Monday's here and it's tough. Putting those things on the calendar, you're actually giving yourself a drug in some ways. So it is a great,
Yeah,
great tool to use.
I totally buy it. Obviously, vacations are a big one, especially if you like travel. You can always say, all right, next year I want to take 3 trips. One's going to be with my family, one's going to be with my wife, and one's going to be with my friends. You kind of like plan out your 2020 there. Athletic achievements are one. If you ask me for an example, this past year, I signed up for a triathlon in June. And it's not something that I've ever done before. I actually remember saying something to the effect of like, I don't own a bike, I hate running, and I'm a mediocre swimmer, so I'm going to sign up for a triathlon. And I just did, the beginning of the year, signed up for June, and then I knew that like those 12 weeks prior, my training regimen was already built in for me, and like I was already attached to that date and that event. Like I was going to show up and do it, so like I had to prepare for it, and that put me in decent shape in my second quarter of the year. And it just kind of was this thing that was like this big accomplishment. Now it's on my, to go back to Jesse Itzler, it's on my life resume.
Yeah, and you don't have to run 100-mile race like he somehow does. Talking about cyborgs, the guy's 51 with 4 kids under 10. He's running 100 miles, and that can feel like, meh, what's the point? I could never do that. He would say you can, but I would say then go run 1 mile. All these things are beneficial.
That's how he started initially. He wasn't a runner either. He's like, I'm going to go run 1 mile, and then that turned into two. And then sure enough, like I hate running too. And when I watch him do that, I'm like, that's something I ever want to get into. And I don't, because I just think running is bad for your body actually. And running 100 miles, I think is fucking terrible for your body. But the idea of these bigger than life physical challenges, I think we're all more capable than we think we are.